Quiet, please. In exactly 15 seconds, we'll be on the air.
Alright, I admit it. We fucked up. Let me explain. Last year, my best friend Felix and I decided to start a vlog. It didn't go as planned, and we only made 7 videos. We didn't know why we wanted to start a vlog at the time. We did it because, well, why not?
There was a booth here in Tompkins Square, and it said free advice. Now, being the cheap kid that I am, I saw the word free, and I was like, all right, let's hit that girl up. And I think something she said at the end that I think struck me the most was when I asked her, well, why do you do this booth? Like, what do you get out of it? Why did you start it? And she said, I had the idea with some friends, and they were like, well, why not just do this booth? And she's like, you know what? I don't have a good reason for why not. And if you don't have a good reason for why not, just fucking do it.
During the year, we had no time to make videos and no reason, but a whole lot of excuses. Alright, no more excuses. Last month, both Felix and I graduated.
Devon, Aries,
along with some of our amazing friends. We also just quit our jobs.
Back up in your ass with the resurrection.
That means we have time. But what about motivation? This past year, we may have fucked up, but we did not fail. We found out why we were attracted to film in the first place. It's the people. Our favorite films Felix and I have created have had genuine interactions with people and a story behind them. People remind Felix and I of the humanity in this world and that we are all similar.
The news tends to gravitate to the negative, and there are actually studies that show this. You give editors 2 different framings of an event, an optimistic one and a pessimistic one. They pick the pessimistic one.
Every time you turn on the TV, there seems to be talk of one wall or another dividing us, figuratively and literally.
Physical, tall, powerful, beautiful southern border wall.
Tear down this wall.
So what's next? Well, for the next few months, Felix and I will be traveling around Asia. We bought a one-way ticket from New York City to Hanoi, Vietnam. But first, a word from our sponsors.
I love my R-double-E-E-S-E-S.
Yes.
B to the U-double-F-F-S.
Yes.
That peanut butter chocolate, man, I must confess.
Yes.
Is the flavor that I savor that I must possess.
Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs.
Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
Many people have asked us if we're scared about this trip, and every time I reflect on this, I think of a quote from Anthony Bourdain, who recently just passed away.
Any good-hearted person who experiences travel is going to come back changed. I've spent 17 years going into places, often with deeply skewed prejudices about what it might be like and what to expect. And the vast majority of times, again and again and again, those expectations have been turned completely upside down. You know, understand that when you're in places, you are, for other than your home, you're often the stupidest person in the room, meaning you're the least aware of what's really going on. People are generally nice. If you're nice.
And that brings us to right now. This is the restaurant where Anthony Bourdain and Obama ate when they were in Hanoi. Anthony Bourdain has been a huge influence in Felix and I's lives, and we believe that his ability to bring people closer together with the medium of food and show the humanity of everyone and how everyone has a story has been very impactful in the world.
The message of the show, yes, it was food. He was a chef, so he used food as this universal language that connected people, whether it was the people he was meeting or the audience that were watching on their TVs. He kind of used food as this medium to connect people and help them tell their stories. But when you watch the show, it wasn't necessarily the food you were watching for. It was the stories and the people that you fell in love with, and that's what you kept watching for. You watched for those stories, you watched for those unique situations that people had to show, and because of those unique situations, you ended up learning a lot about cultures and individuals that you otherwise wouldn't have known about.
And Felix and I have, over the past year, seen that film has been able to introduce us to people, has given us a reason to go out and talk with them. We want to use film as a passport in order to tell stories about people, places, and ideas. Fucking crazy, okay? We're also just a bunch of goofballs. I hope this shit didn't. I hope this stuff doesn't come off too seriously because me and Felix are some degenerates. All jokes aside, we want to capture the narratives of the people, places, and ideas that connect us. This is the Narrative Unknown.